Hey Rock family, welcome back to All In, All Flame. My name is Anthony, your worship pastor, and today we're doing another episode of Hot Ones, the show where we ask questions and eat increasingly spicy wings for your entertainment. Our pain is your gain. This week in the hot seat, we got Bill Flynt. What's up, dude? Come on.
How are you, sir?
How you doing?
Oh, great.
How do you handle spicy stuff?
I think, like I told you before we even started, I'm probably going to be your weakest competitor yet.
I can't wait.
You know, we got 10 wings, 10 sauces, so
Yeah, man.
we'll see.
All right, let's start.
Okay.
First one, nothing, a little nothing thing called Garlic Delight.
Oh,
You
garlic,
told me before
easy.
that garlic is your go-to.
Garlic parm.
Yeah, we won't do a lot.
Oh, that's the amount.
Just
Okay,
do
perfect,
a little bit.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right.
That looks comparable.
Come on in.
Okay.
We got a little milkshake for you.
You're the best. Got a little temptation here.
Yeah. There is zero shame in going to the milkshake. None at all.
There's shame if you go right now.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
All right. Actually, before we really get into it, could I check your birth certificate real quick? I gotta hear about this story that you.
Oh no! It took me 25 years to get a physical copy.
Do you have it now?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got it July of last year, but I still don't have an Alabama driver's license because I haven't been. But planning on getting one of those soon.
Oh,
Now
my
that one
goodness.
actually tastes good.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, I like
it's a good
that
sauce.
Yeah.
So, dude, that's wild to not have.
Yeah. Yep. Didn't have one.
Yeah.
Got one now. So I'm an official real person.
You've officially been born.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how I went to high school, college, did all this stuff
That's
with.
wild. Yeah.
A social security card can get you in a lot of places, but birth certificate,
Wow.
who needs one of those?
Yeah. Incredible. All right. That was actually my first question. I really wanted to hear about.
Well, it's definitely a much longer story than that, but
There's a garbage can
but
over
yeah,
here.
I found out that when I went to get my driver's license, I found out that my last name was my dad's last name, who I had never met.
Oh.
Apparently, he started paying child support at one point and opted to change my last name to his because they have the authority to do that if you're paying child support. Didn't know that until then.
Yeah.
So my driver's license until
go
I
ahead
was
and load that one
18 and got my name legally changed actually had his last name on it, funny enough. But either way, when I was old enough to make the decision myself, I was able to change my last name. I just didn't move forward with sending in the paperwork until well after. And then the state of Tennessee says it's a minimum of 12 months after they receive it to get you the birth certificate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's okay, I got one now.
You got one
Got
now.
one now.
Dude, that's wild. That's so interesting.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Number 2.
okay.
Let's do it. This is pickled garlic sriracha. Another good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, I don't mind that flavor.
Yeah. Question number 2. How did you come to faith?
I'm gonna move this just because it's gonna bother me if I don't. For me, let's see, I was 11 or 12, and The Rock here in Fayetteville when it was set up tear down at the school. I lived in a neighborhood not far from the school. They came out for a Thanksgiving outreach, passing out food and candy.
Yeah.
Of course, we were just interested in the candy. We were told, hey, if you come to church, you can leave with some candy if it's your first time. So we were excited about it. We got up the next Sunday, walked to church, got our grandmother to go with us. We walked to church because we weren't super far.
Yeah.
Walk-in turned into actually getting a church bus to come pick us up on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
Which was something that was new because the church didn't actually offer that at the
Yeah.
time, but they did now.
That's awesome.
And either way, just from this church and the people from day one pouring into me, my family, giving us opportunities and things like that, that's really was the driving factor to bring me to faith. And here I am. Still at the
awesome.
church from age 11 to going on 27.
Yeah.
So
That's so cool.
just the power of outreach, right? And
Yeah.
how much are we putting on this? I don't want to. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to short you here. But that's just the power of outreach, and how much what we do here,
Yeah.
really means and can impact, just one person or
Yeah.
how many ever. So
Yeah.
that's what that was the biggest driving factor for me, and why to me it's so special what we have the opportunity to do here in this community.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, number 3.
Is this the one that's a little out of place? Is this the one that I've heard
exactly
about?
right. That's
And this
exactly
is
right.
my smallest wing today, so I'm a little.
The other ratio's
I'm
not
starting
great.
to shake
Of
here.
chicken to
Okay.
sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip some of this off. Okay. Let's get started.
It's tasty. Honey mustard sauce. White hot mustard sauce.
So far, what everyone has said is true.
Mm-hmm.
The mustard is immediate, and then the heat kind of. I can already feel a little bit of it. It's not horrible.
So you mentioned growing up not far from where the church was doing its tear down setup thing at the school. Do you have some favorite childhood memories from growing up?
Favorite childhood memories. Let's think. Nothing super specific, but I always lived close to a lot of my cousins. I have a big family as far as, I have 2 uncles and 2 aunts and a lot of first cousins, second cousins, third cousins. I'm related to a lot of people. Some that's good, some that's bad. But anyways, I would say playing with, literally just playing with my cousins. We never knew what it was going to be, whether it was basketball or 2-hand touch that turned into tackle football and people crying, or hide and seek until the street lights came on. Really, I mean that kids these days will never know about the street light curfew, right?
I know.
So unfortunate, but I would say mostly that, just playing with my cousins, and the first thing I think of, and I have no idea why, and I don't know who came up with this, I don't know where we found it, but where we lived, there was a chain link fence that ran along our yard. So we would all get on one side, and there would be one person that was deemed with a ball that was going to throw it at us as we ran by, like dodgeball.
Yeah.
But you would start here and you would run. If you made it to the sidewalk or whatever, you're safe. You didn't get hit. And if you would run, and if you made it back past the house, you were safe. Man, we used to play that game for hours, and it would always end with someone getting hit in the face and crying. But that would be some of my favorite childhood memories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, just trying to make sure I'm even over here. Like I said, I don't.
Yep. You're not wimping out.
No. Hey, look, I'm not gonna wimp out. I know I'm gonna be in pain. That's okay. I'm man enough to admit
Pain is temporary.
that it will be pain, but I'm at least gonna give it my best shot.
All right, number 4. This is actually my favorite sauce.
Okay,
of,
and what
of
is
the
this
lineup.
one?
It's called Smokin' Dragon, smoked
Dragon.
habanero and peach.
Okay, I like peach typically.
It's going to be really
I don't know
tasty.
how it pairs with smoking habanero, but.
It's delicious.
Yeah, that one's really good. The peach is good. A little kick, but not bad.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, this is the series question I've been asking everyone this.
Yes.
What does all in, all flame mean to you?
Funny enough, so I didn't prepare an answer on this because I wanted it to be genuine, but I have heard this question a couple times. I thought you may ask it. And the first time I heard you ask this question, the first thing that popped in my mind was Naked and Afraid. I hadn't watched all the episodes, so I don't know if you've gotten to Naked and Afraid yet. But my in-laws are huge Naked and Afraid fans. Like, they watch pretty much every Sunday. I think it's Sunday or Wednesday, a new episode comes out. Okay. So me and my wife, Anna Grace, we got really into Naked and Afraid for a season. But I'm going somewhere, so it's going to take me a second. In Naked and Afraid, obviously, you may be familiar with it, or if someone's not familiar with it, the point is it's 1 or 2 or 3 people, whatever, they get dropped off at this place, whether it's in the middle of Tennessee or Missouri or South Africa or Venezuela, wherever, they get dropped off with a map and sometimes a pot, right, to boil water in, and like a knife, a big like couture knife or whatever. I have no idea what it's called, but a big knife, right? And there's 2 of them. And they then have to strip down and be naked. They get a little satchel, right, that a map and the things that, and they have to survive for 14 days or 21 days, or some of them are 60 days for like the experts, right? And anyways, long story short, you know, what most people do to start is they go find shelter. But outside of that, not even just outside of that, but the most important thing in this challenge for them to make it 3 days, 7 days, 14 days is a fire.
Okay.
And the fire serves more than just the one purpose, but the main purpose, right, is to boil water so they have water to drink.
Yeah.
Like they need water to drink, so they have to get it in this pot and boil it. You know, other things, right, they use these coals for different things. You know, they smoke out and, you know, they get the insects and bugs with all the smoke, you know, it deters them. So it serves many purposes, but this fire is essential for their survival. It serves many purposes, but it's a very tedious, hard task to start. Even sometimes they get a fire starter, sometimes they don't. And of course, it's easier to start with the fire starter, but still not easy. You know, because they got to go collect the materials, do all the things, and then start this fire. Then once they start it, you know, they got to, you know, blow on it, you know, not smother it, right? They got to give it oxygen, get it started, and then they have to just feed this fire the rest of the night. They have to go get the wood, bring it back, feed it, protect it from rain. You know, their survival is based on keeping this fire going. And for us as Christians, and with this series, and what this has made me think of is exactly that. Our survival, whether we know it or not, is based on how we get this flame started, regardless of how it gets started, right? But we get this flame started, and it takes work. It's not easy, and then tending it is even harder. But it's so important, and all the little things that fire does for us is crucial to our survival in this world, not just as Christians, but as humans, but also as Christians, and how we take care of it, how we tend it. And it takes work, right? We got to go get the wood. We got to bring it here. We got to be prepared. So when it needs more wood, we put it on there. We're not rushing to go try to find the wood. And it's just that picture to me that painted, once I heard you ask this question, is that looks like a lot. I don't know if that's a lot, but that feels like a lot. But that's what the silly analogy of this, that's what it means to me, because this fire, and like I said, what I've learned is it's crucial to us and our survival on a daily basis. And I'm gonna just go ahead and match you here.
All right.
I don't know how much you put on there, but it looks about the same. But yeah, so I hope moving forward, anyone who thinks about all in all flame, they just picture naked in flame.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So the fire is crucial to our survival. 3 days, 7 days, 21 days, 21 years. And it's our responsibility to tend that. And it's our responsibility to put people around us to help us with that, right? They have partners. We can have partners. We don't have to do it all on our own. But it is our fire. And we do have to take responsibility and tend it. And how we tend it directly reflects, right, the flame that we have.
Man, I love that. That was a great analogy. Have you preached before or something?
I don't think, no. You know, I consider myself a teacher, right? Like you said, right?
Oh, that's awesome. All right, number 5.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
This one's not as bad as the last one, was it? Or the third one? Honestly,
third one's spicier than the
I'm
fourth
not
one,
even
I
going to
think.
say what I was about to say, because we did just slow this one down. I was about to say, honestly, surprisingly, it hasn't been horrible yet. I know it's coming.
This is flavor country.
I'm looking at homegrown hell, and it's talking trash. Like, I'm looking. But
this is flavor country.
Okay.
And this is the way of pain.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's God's country? Where we're at? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I smell it every time.
No. Smell is an important part of tasting.
True. And I'm not sure if this is true for you, but this is dinner for me.
Yep, exactly.
I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Okay. If you could go pro in one sport, what would it be and why?
Pro in one sport. Now, as you know, and many people know who know me, I did just have a son. So I'm trying to think about all of this from like a family perspective, from what I enjoy doing, from traveling, from money. Some of these guys really get compensated well for what they do and how many hours they work. But for me, if I didn't have to do the grind, right, and you just told me that I was going to get to go pro, I would choose baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball is the sport I played the most growing up, the sport I enjoy the most. And if you tell me I don't have to go through the grind of the minor league where you're making no money and you might get caught up if you're, I mean, you need a lucky break, but obviously you got to play good. But I'd say baseball. Some of these guys are making, a lot of them, if you get caught up, you're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Obviously, they travel a lot, they play a lot, but I think it's something I would enjoy the most, least physical. There's still risk, but hopefully I'm not getting CTE or anything like that for getting snatched in football.
Yeah.
I immediately thought, oh, football, that's America's sport, but no, I'd say America's pastime.
That's like a 4-year career, football.
I
wonder what, I don't actually know what the average is, but I imagine it's pretty short.
I think the average may be less than 4.
Yeah.
And the average for how long that money lasts, I think, is even less than 4.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But hey, a lot of people are getting paid before that now, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that would be me, baseball.
Good. Cool. What is it that you like about baseball in particular?
I love that it's not as physical as far as like I'm not getting hit, right? You're not getting beat up. But there's a lot of strategy to it. Growing up, I was a catcher.
Okay.
And a lot of times I called my own games.
This one comes out really fast.
Okay. How much are we?
I did too much. I did way too much.
Okay. A lot of times, so I would call my own games as far as if anyone that's not as familiar with baseball, like I would call the pitches that I wanted the pitcher to throw.
Yeah.
I would call where I wanted that pitch. Whether it's inside, outside, down the middle, curveball, fastball, whatever. And there's a lot of mind games, a lot of strategy, right? Knowing what my pitcher likes, and he can shake it off, right? And say, "Nah, I don't want to throw that. I want to throw this."
Yeah.
But ultimately, it is my decision. Like I'm making the calls, and you don't want to start out with a fastball on the inside for every left-handed batter.
Yeah.
You don't want to start on a fastball outside every right-handed batter. There's things you can pick up on, or the other team can pick up on, and knowing what my pitcher's comfortable with. So understanding him, having the relationship, knowing, hey, this is this. And what I loved is, hey, the second time around, if this guy popped out to the second baseman, I'm communicating that. Hey, popped out to second base last time, hey, he was probably late, right? If he hit it to the right side of the field, if he's a right-handed batter. So there's a lot of strategy and things behind it that if you didn't
really
play
cool.
the game or don't really care about baseball, you probably wouldn't see.
Sure.
But things like that I love, and not just that. As a catcher, most people probably don't know this, but I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to people. So I got to talk to every batter, whether they wanted to talk or not. Every umpire. Got to argue a little.
That's awesome.
I enjoyed getting to meet all these new people. We weren't really building friendships, but it was fun, right?
Yeah.
The camaraderie of sports. And I'm just a competitive guy.
Yeah.
So anything that's competitive, get the juices flowing.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
That's awesome.
I enjoy.
Cool. All right. Number 6.
Okay.
This is where the heat
so,
starts.
I feel like the liquid kind of poured off, but is this
no,
still?
You're still
okay.
You're
Homegrown hell. I've heard a lot about you, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, brother. I'm about to start praying in tongues.
Into my mustache.
It's in the back of my throat.
Get it out of there.
I don't know the Scoville jump here, or Scoville, however you say it, but it feels like a lot.
The jump isn't a ton, so go back a couple. The habanero peach one that we really liked, 38,000.
Okay.
69,000 for the last one, and then this one was 81,000.
I can confidently say up to this point, this is probably the most Scovilles I've ever had in my life.
Yeah?
I'm a garlic, I've told you I'm a garlic parm
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I'm not a. Yeah, that one's definitely. That one's probably the hottest so far, but this one is a close second. They're hot in different ways, but that one's definitely. I may have had, I don't know.
Yeah.
This one kind of hit me quicker than that one did, so maybe that's why it's feeling a little hotter, but this is the first one that I feel it lingering. I hadn't really thought about it yet, honestly. I hadn't thought about the pain, and I know it's.
Yeah, I'm gonna level with you. The lingering.
It's not gonna go away now. Yeah, it's not gonna go away now.
For the rest of this interview.
This is gonna linger for the rest of this interview.
Okay, number 6. I didn't ask you the question yet, right?
No, and I'm sitting here counting. Like, wait, what happened?
When do you feel closest to God?
When do I feel closest to God? When I'm consistent. when I'm the most consistent, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
that may
great.
be a cliche answer, but for me, and in my life, I'm a very routine-oriented person.
Okay.
My wife will tell you that oftentimes she's not, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But when we first got married, we kind of clashed a little on that because I'm super routine-oriented. Like everything, I want to have a routine. When I wake up, I know I do this, or I do this, or I go to the gym at this time,
Yep.
or whatever. You know, obviously having a newborn, that routine's changed a little.
Yes.
So that's been a wake-up call. But when I'm consistent, when I'm doing what I know I need to do, or what I've done, you know, for what works for me, whether that's quiet time in the morning or in the afternoon or evening, or reading the Bible or worship, or just listening, right?
Yeah.
Just taking time aside to just sit, right? Just be in silence.
Yeah.
About to throw Funky's hot sauce down. I don't know if this is
Narrowly
enough, but for
disaster. That's plenty.
me, I'd say just being consistent in
Awesome.
doing what I know I need to do.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not always easy, especially, like I said, right now with having a lot more on our plates. And it's easy sometimes to use that as an excuse, right? To use this blessing that we were praying for as now an excuse to say, Lord,
Yeah.
thank you for giving me this. Hey, I have no time to
Yeah.
give you. So,
Yeah, that's well said.
but yeah, so just being consistent in what I know I need to do. And like I said, sometimes that's harder than not, but
Yeah.
like I say, even if it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Yeah.
one prayer, like
Yeah.
anything, just,
Right. Cool. Love it. All right, number 7.
oh man.
You're gonna
Is this 100K?
feel this one.
Does it say,
Yep.
it doesn't?
Yeah, we got up to 120. on
Okay,
this
yeah,
one.
this is my first time in triple digits. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fill this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here we go.
cheers. Had to double take on that one.
Yeah.
It's just pain from this point, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I assume.
It pretty much gets you right away.
You know, we went to, I say we, well, as a church, but I had the opportunity to serve at Forward this year. I say that to say we stopped by a little place in Atlanta that's closing down and rode a roller coaster. For a place that's closing down in a month, that's bold, right? But long story short, I'm not a roller coaster person, and this roller coaster is apparently supposed to be like really good. Other parks are looking at getting it, whatever. Me and Jamin Mitchell go to get on this roller coaster, and we're in line. We get on. His seat doesn't lock in place, like it doesn't clear. It's not green.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Hey, we gotta move you guys. Like, you know, you can't sit here. You can't go on this ride. But where would you like to sit on the next ride?" And I'm like, "Well, hey, which seat would you do? Right? What's
Yeah.
the best seat?" He's like, "The end." I said, "Okay, well, just put us on the end." Not knowing apparently the end goes a little faster than the rest. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I say all this to say this roller coaster was absolutely insane. I'm not a roller coaster guy, but for a majority of it, I was just praying in tongues. And that's what I feel like I'm about to have to
Yeah.
start doing.
Yep.
Maybe I don't want to get ahead of myself. This feels the same now as that one did. I know it's not going to continue,
Yeah.
but
This is the.
just pain.
This
This
is
is
the-
this is next level.
Yeah.
The bomb.
Yep.
Oh man.
After that one, I mean, it's like, well, you'll see.
Yeah.
I don't need to scare you anyway.
I'm already scared.
Okay, if money were no object,
Okay.
you don't have to think about work or anything like that. How would you choose to serve the Lord?
How would I choose to serve the Lord? That's a good question. I don't know if you've been asking this one or not. Like I said, I didn't want to prepare, so I
This
don't
one's for
remember.
you.
I like this question. Going back to, might want to cut that out, it's gonna be loud. Straight into the mic. Going back to what I said earlier, I don't know exactly off the top of my head. I'm trying to process this. I know it would be some form or fashion outreach geared.
Yeah.
With that being what led me to the Lord.
100%.
And kind of the first thing that comes to my mind is doing some sort of something, and I don't exactly have this nailed down right yet, but something, and for anyone, of course, but it would more so be geared to kids who grew up the way I grew up, being a little less fortunate, maybe more so in poverty or living on welfare or what have you.
Yeah.
I would love to have some sort of in my mind, I'm thinking of like a YMCA type building.
Yeah, okay.
Of sorts.
Cool.
That maybe has some basketball courts, just like a fun spot.
Yeah.
Has some spots to play games, some Connect Four, like all these different activities and fun things that kids can do, right, to come in and get out of whatever situation they're in at home, whatever walk of life, even just for 2 hours, right, to get out of that, to come have a fun time. But also in that, we have the opportunity now, if they're here, to not, to be the hands and feet of Jesus and love on these kids, right?
Yeah.
To show them love that maybe they hadn't seen from a godly figure or a man, right, who walks in faith, to love on them, to give them an opportunity to maybe play on a basketball court for the first time, or play this PlayStation 5, or just hang out with other kids. And in that, while you're loving on them and building that relationship, then you just have the opportunity to touch so many lives of young kids and give them, opportunities that I've been blessed enough to get.
Yeah.
Right. I was blessed enough to play baseball in Little League that I wouldn't have been able to do if someone from the church didn't pay for that, right?
Yeah, wow.
If they didn't buy me a glove or a bat or take me to practice.
Yeah.
Because, we didn't have a car. We didn't have a way to pay for that, that, or to play for a high school team and have stuff, just little stuff like that, to have the opportunity to go to college.
Yeah.
Right? Just little opportunities like that start or could start from just building that relationship early on.
Yeah.
And
so good.
And giving these young ones who otherwise maybe wouldn't have a chance, that looks like a lot. I don't know if it is, but I'm going to match you. But to give them an opportunity that otherwise they wouldn't have, just like that I wouldn't have, and actively just being the hands and feet of Jesus, serving them, not necessarily preaching at them or preaching to them, but showing them through how I live my life and how we live our lives, loving on them. And then you get those opportunities, right, to pray with them or to introduce them to the Lord or tell them about the gospel. And if money wasn't a factor and I could do something like that, man, that'd be awesome. I don't know, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds so good. Not preaching at them, you just mentioned this a moment ago, not preaching at them, but just having a relationship with them.
Yeah, building that relationship.
That's like what discipleship is.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because just thinking back to myself at 11 or 12, you could preach at me all day long, and not that I wouldn't have said, yeah, hey, I agree, I love the Lord. I just didn't have the capacity to, or wouldn't have had and didn't have the capacity to even understand. Like, I hear what you're saying, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I would have remembered, and I do remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember anyone specifically, 11, 12, 13, preaching at, I say preaching at me, I'm not saying anyone's doing that, but maybe, teaching, yes, but preaching the Bible, that's not necessarily up front what changed my life or what made me want to come back every Sunday, but it was, the cliche, right? But it was how they made me feel, right? How I was treated in such a loving, caring way from people who didn't know me, who didn't have to care for me, didn't have to love me, didn't have to, right, support me or, do anything, but chose to, out of the kindness of their heart and what the Lord has done for them and through them, and expressing it in that way. That undoubtedly, like that's why I'm here. That's how I've had any opportunity that I've had. That's how I know for a fact I wouldn't know my wife. I wouldn't be married to her if it wasn't for what happened at 11 and 12 years old, right? I wouldn't be. Because I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have had the opportunity I would have had. I would have never went to a ministry college in Birmingham. I would have never met my wife. I just simply wouldn't have. Like there's no other way. I wouldn't have been in Birmingham. So
it's amazing when you think about those threads and the providence of God, the way that He weaves all those things together.
The stories He knits together is just so beautiful. When you just step back out of the picture and you look at the full picture, it's so.
And it's humbling too, isn't
It's
it?
so humbling.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the middle of it, right? When you're in the middle of the picture, you don't see all of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the picture of where it's like, what do you see? And it's 4 different pictures, and then you step back and it's like, oh, that was an elephant?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I saw this here and this here.
Exactly.
And this. But it's like with our lives, this huge, like you said, picture that the Lord is actively painting.
Yeah.
But when you step back and look at what He's already done, it's just so, amazing. When you're in the middle of it, when you're right there, I mean, you don't see all of it, or you maybe don't think of it. But like I said, when you take a step back, it's so humbling. It's so refreshing. It's just, he's just
so cool.
He's just so good.
Yeah,
he's just so good.
He is, man. All right, number 8.
The bomb. Is this a step up? I mean, this is probably the most I've put on any wing.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
that's thick. Look at that.
Yeah. This is a lot. This is the one that separates the men from the boys here.
Okay. Well, I haven't found out if I'm a man or I think I'm a boy, but I'm going to try to be a man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh. I need all the chicken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to get it. Spread it around. All right. You mentioned this a moment ago. You are pretty much a brand new parent.
Yes. 4 months on the 16th of this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What's something that has surprised you about being a father?
Let me grab another one of these. Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my nose is not running as much as I thought it would be. This one definitely feels different, and it's continually getting worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It creeps up.
The first cough. Man. I remember the question. I'm getting to the question. Holy cow. You know, before we started, I said if I made it to 8 without touching that, I'd be proud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try my best. Holy. I'm going to try my best. That one's different.
Yeah.
How many, did you even say how many Scovilles that is? It feels.
It's 135,600.
There's no way it's only 135. I know I put more.
It doesn't seem like that.
Holy.
Right,
I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer. I'm going to try my best. Okay. Surprised. Okay. That's a good question. I haven't been asked this yet. I hadn't even thought about this.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, you hear a lot of things. Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah. It just grows. It
Yeah,
grows and grows.
You hear a lot of things about how your love for your kid is just so different, and you know, you can't fully understand it until you're in it, and all that is ring true. But I would say the thing that has surprised me most is how, as humans, God has wired us to so quickly adapt to things we've never done, never been taught, never necessarily been shown. I mean, I've never really been around a newborn much until this, right? And you're thrown into it. I mean, one day you're at home and your wife's really pregnant and really emotional and really mad, happy, sad, and very high and low.
Yep.
And the next day you're at the hospital and you have a baby.
Yeah.
You're there 2 or 3 days, then you're home, and here it is.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out.
You're responsible for that now.
That just got a lot worse. I don't know what I did. But it's just so, and we've had a lot of help.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of videos, but long story short, there's just so many things that I feel like you just naturally just pick up on and learn so fast. And I'm sure you probably know this as you have many kids, as like Father Abraham.
Yep.
Oh my.
This one,
So you need to pick that up, and you need to look at that, and you need to understand there's no way I can match that.
No, don't.
I love you.
You don't need to.
I can't.
You don't need to.
But it's just so beautiful how there's so many things that we just, like I said, we just pick up on and learn.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that all of a sudden don't matter as much.
Yeah.
There's so many things that all of a sudden aren't as important, right?
Yeah.
They're not as big of a deal. And you don't mind sacrificing. You don't mind getting up every 2 hours. It's not that it's easy, but it's so much easier than if you were just getting up every 2.5 hours for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have a reason. There's a new purpose.
Yep.
But I feel like that.
Careful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm being so careful. That's why I had to stop talking.
Good.
I had to focus.
Yep. There you go.
But like it's just so beautiful how God has worked all of this out. Like we are just talking about the big picture, and how, like I said, there's just so many things that you pick up on and you learn, and I'm sure there's still a lot that I need to learn, and I'm going to, right?
Yeah.
But like, man, they're just so beautiful. They're fully dependent on you.
Yeah.
They love you so much. They can't exactly tell you what's going on, but they'll let you know, hey, I'm upset. There's something. And it's so humbling as a dad to get to see that.
Yeah.
To get to see how my wife sacrifices so much. and get to see sides of her that I have never seen or would have never seen.
Yeah.
So I've been, there's been a lot surprising there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a blessing.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but
lot of work.
so worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it.
Yeah. That's such a good point. I was about to scratch my eye, but
Oh, don't do that.
Don't touch your eyes. Need a clean napkin here. It's such a good point about when you're a woman growing a baby, you have 9 months to bond with it and to get around to the idea of like it's a very natural progression and sort of a linear progression of I didn't have a baby and now I do, and of course I do because it's been growing this whole time, whatever. But my experience was exactly the same as what you described. It's like yesterday I was at home with my wife, and today I'm a dad.
Yes, exactly.
And that's very much the way it feels. But and again, the other thing that you said was we just adapt so quickly. It's kind of incredible.
Very.
My experience was exactly the same. In the things that I thought, like, I'm not going to be able to handle that when they're spitting up. I'm not going to be able to handle it when there's poop everywhere, And it's just like, oh, yeah, there's poop on me now.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Just regular day, covered in poop.
Yeah, I remember the first time, and I can't remember who I told this story. It was someone from here. Oh, I'm blanking on who it was. Oh, man. Ashley Dawson.
Okay.
She brought us a meal
Nice.
early on, a week or two in.
Yeah.
And I remember telling her about the first time I was changing his diaper, and all of a sudden I was like, how was there poop on the back of my hand? Like, how did that get there? Like there's literal poop. I know we're eating here, like there's little poop seeds. And everyone who's changed a newborn's diaper very early on, when I was like, how's there seeds on my hand? Like I'm sitting here cleaning myself, like I'm changing my own diaper with my hands. But I remember telling her that, and she was like, that's disgusting. What are you talking? How did that happen? But anyways, I remember the first time, and I was like, what in the? But now it's like you said, it's nothing. Like it's just
part of life.
It's just a Tuesday. It's literally just a Tuesday. There's spit up on the work shirt. Man, I remember I was trying to give my wife a break. It was earlier on when I was going back to work, and it was like, I don't know, it was like 6 o'clock, or it was like 6:50. Normally I leave at 7.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, let me change his diaper for you before I go, just to try to help out. Went to change his diaper, projectile poop straight on the work shirt. So now I got to go get another work shirt, try to steam it as fast as I can, and just throw it on and get out the door.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, just stuff like that. Like you said, like it's just another Tuesday. Like I'm not affected by it anymore. Already. Like I'm numb to the. I say numb, but he's been sleeping great, so
That's
I can't.
awesome.
I can't complain.
That's huge.
He is a rock star.
Yeah, awesome.
Like 5 to 8 hours every night, easy.
That's fantastic.
Cruising.
Yeah. Amazing.
Hopefully I'm not. We think he's starting to teethe.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I'm not somehow jinxing that or whatnot. But
well, yeah, there's
We'll see.
typically a little sleep regression there.
I don't even look at they're like, oh, there's a 4-month regression, but I'm not looking at any of it. I'll just all of that will be a surprise. I'm taking it one surprise at a time.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
Moving on.
So how much worse?
You know what?
Now I've heard you guys say like when it's cut by fruits and this and that, like it's not as bad.
The truth is, this one won't be as bad as the last one.
Okay. And hey, I'm feeling better now, honestly. Like that one, at first, I had to.
We let the answer go on for a little while. You talk a little bit. You get through it.
Thank you. Yeah, on these, hey, we can drag it out. I'm not. I don't have anywhere to be but home. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
the Scoville jump is from 135,000 to this one supposedly is 720,000.
Oh my!
Which is insane, but the
but
truth
it doesn't
is,
feel. It doesn't feel
really
that.
doesn't feel.
Does this jump feel?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That one sucks.
Understandable. I mean, it's the last one. It's got to suck, right?
Yeah.
I should have looked at these and seen the amount of meat and swapped them, but here we are.
All right, here we go.
Hi. That's the first sauce to get on my lip.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have to get this sauce off of here.
Sure.
So I'm gonna lick that off. Might regret it later.
If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say?
Good question. I've heard this one. Didn't really think about it because, like I said, I didn't want to, prep or pregame, and I wasn't sure if you were going to ask it. Man, that's such a good question. Not trying to go too early, but yeah, that one's not as.
Yeah.
There's no way that's 7. With what I felt here,
I know.
either this one isn't 700K or this one's not 100 and whatever. Like, that one's way worse.
Yeah.
But what would I tell my younger self? A lot. But
I'm doing it. I'm going in. You don't need to.
no, you can.
I don't care anymore.
You deserve to go in. So this is my first rodeo. I'm not gonna let Randall show me up. If you're watching Randall, I'm not letting you show me up.
No.
I know you're a man's man. Can't beat me in cornhole. Not gonna beat me in this. I like how I'm about to get so serious with what you asked, but I'm sitting here trash talking Randall. That's why I would want to anything sports, like the competitive fire in cornhole. Like I don't even play cornhole, but if we go play cornhole, I'm gonna try to be the best, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Unless I get hot, I might be.
Yeah.
No, I'm absolutely not. But anyways, I love you, Randall. You're the best. You'll beat me 10 times out of 10 at chess. So
There you go. Everyone's got something, right?
yes, I like to think so. I'm just average at a lot of things, not like above average at anything, I feel like.
I know that we're.
But would you rather be really, really, is this what you're about to ask? Would you rather, I'm not doing the interview, you're doing the interview.
No, I was going to say the quote, the Jack of all trades quote. Jack of all trades is a master of none. You know that's only half the quote.
What's the rest?
The second half, Jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. That's the actual quote.
Why has no one ever told me that? It sounds way better.
It completely
literally
changes
rhymes.
the meaning.
It does. It changes it from I don't want to be that guy to that's the guy you want to be.
Actually, Jack of all trades sounds kind of great.
Yes, actually. Can I be him? I am him.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But that's what I was going to ask. Would you rather be like average at a lot of things or really, really good at one thing, but everything else you're just so far below average?
Yeah.
And I think I'd rather be average at a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's very much the way that my life, my career has gone.
Excuse me,
is
I
the
hope
former.
I didn't pick that up.
Like when it came to worship, the Lord spoke to me early on when I started playing worship at the Rock specifically. It's been a part of my life for a long time before that.
Oh, I don't want to cut you off, but can I ask a question?
Yes.
I don't know why I randomly thought about this yesterday while I was cutting the grass. I thought about this and I was like, I have to ask Anthony this. Actually, I know why I thought about it, but that's not important.
Yeah.
Do you remember, so you used to, you remember Verge?
Yep.
And you used to play at Verge,
Yeah.
right? Do you remember I think it was the morning sessions, maybe it was both, but the Where's Anto segment?
Yes.
I had no idea who you were, and I was a student at these, but it was, even looking back, one of my, if not my favorite segment, and for those of you who don't know, Ant may be able to explain it better than me with his memory because he was involved, but I don't know, I randomly thought about that yesterday while cutting the grass, literally. And I remember one in specifically where you, like curtains like this, that you were hiding behind playing and just playing the whole time. And then the student found you and you were just there playing. And I was, so funny. I don't even know if I've ever asked you about this. Maybe I have, but.
I don't know. That was.
But you talking about
David
beginning
Smith's
and worship
idea.
and stuff like that. That's what that made me think of.
Yeah.
So
I just happened to have a wireless guitar unit, and we were like, oh, what if I hid somewhere and had the kids trying to find me
while you're playing, while you're playing a crazy riff.
I was doing the Jeopardy song or something.
I don't know what it was.
And then the second
awesome.
The second year I would play along to Eye of the Tiger. I had
I don't even remember, but I knew it was
Sharp
so
would
good.
would trigger the tracks for Eye of the Tiger, and I was jamming along with it, but I was under the stage. Or,
most random spot.
Yeah.
Contorted, but somehow still playing the guitar.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think about that when I agreed to do it. It's like, I can't play in this position.
But that made me, and I don't know how early on that was into you being in worship and stuff like that, but you saying that made me think of that.
Yeah, that was later on.
But anyways, sorry. I just derailed what you were saying.
No, it's okay. Verge is so much fun.
Yes,
I love talking about Verge. I'll just say this really quick and then we'll move on to
take your time.
The Lord spoke to me and placed a desire in my heart, placed a a kind of a calling and an assignment, I would say, to be passable at every position in the worship department. Lights, sound, not so much lights, sound, running sound, playing all the instruments you see up on stage, being able to sing, be a music director, any of that stuff. So that's been a big part of my journey over the last, 13, 14 years since I've been playing at the Rock.
Wow.
And I think in a lot of ways it's led me here to now being worship leader at our campus, which has been amazing. But that's it, jack of all trades. That's what the Lord called me to do that from a music perspective, is to be a jack of all trades. The idea was if my worship pastor or music director, whoever's doing the schedule, they should feel zero hesitation in scheduling me at any position. That's what I want to get to. And I feel like that's kind of where I did get to, and that felt like this is my preparation, my service to the Lord,
Isn't it so beautiful how us talking about this now, you take a step back and look at the bigger picture. You were learning all of that and doing all that now for a much different, you weren't doing that so you could be where you are now, right? As a worship pastor, as a worship director, as leading this congregation and this worship group, right? Being the forefront, leading this. You didn't do all of that for that, but you did all of that, right, in preparation for where you were at. And now, like you said, 12, 13, 14 years down the road, right? Now you're able to use all of that, and you are able to, hey, I do know, I know how to do that, I know how to do that, I know how to do that. Not from oh, look at me, I know how to do that, but from a way of you can lead, right?
Sure.
You can lead this group in knowing, hey, I understand what's going on here, and this is how I would like to handle this. I would like for us to go in this direction. It's just so, the Lord just paints such an awesome picture.
I could go on about that. I don't want to. This is not your interview. This is my interview.
It's your interview. It's your interview. Sorry.
Okay, the question was.
I don't even remember the question. I'm not gonna lie.
If you could speak to your younger self,
oh
what would you say?
Yes, that's right. Because I got off on the tangent and trash talking, and I was like, oh, we're probably gonna get emotional, and I hadn't thought another thing about this, this question. Sorry. Okay. The question, if I could speak to my younger self, I would, like I said earlier, I would say a lot. The big thing would probably be, the first thing that comes to mind is hang in there. That's for whatever reason. And I think I've been asked this question before, and I have no idea what my answer was. I know it wasn't that. But I'd probably say hang in there. I'd probably say, hey, you're going to go places that and I hadn't been far, right? But for that little kid, I've been far, right? Now I hadn't been to the other side of the world, but growing up, the other side of the world was
birth certificate.
You're right, exactly. Clearly, I still have a passport, so I didn't go to the other side of the world, but at 10, at 11, even at 15, right? To me, the other side of the world, honestly, would have been Huntsville. No joke, honestly. So, I would just say, hang in there. The Lord is going to do such awesome things for you, to you, through you. And the picture, I know we keep going back to this, but the picture He's going to paint is so beautiful, and it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to take time, right? But hang in there. I'm with you. I'm with you in this season, in this tough time, right? I'd probably tell myself, it's so easy now, looking back and thinking, is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's so easy looking back now, and anyways, like I said, a lot of my growing up in testimony, we didn't have much, right?
Yeah.
We didn't just from generational curses and things where you don't work and you depend on right, just different things. And I'm not downing anyone that is doing that. Like I said, that's my story. Right, that's my story growing up with my grandmother and my mom and getting, I don't know how we would have made it without assistance from the government, right? But long story short, as a kid, you don't understand that, right? You You know, it's all
you shouldn't have to.
And you know, it's all you've ever known, right? So
Yeah.
it's not, especially when you're really young, right? It's normal. Like this is normal. You're thinking this is every kid's life. But then I remember getting to a point in I don't know if it was middle school or I know it was definitely middle school, but I remember getting to a point that like in my head I thought like I would be embarrassed if I rode the school bus because kids on the bus would see where I'm getting picked up and dropped off. Right? Like they would see where I live.
Yeah.
And I don't know what in my mind flipped, whether it was just puberty or, you know, all of a sudden it's like I had an understanding of these things.
Yeah.
And like I knew, hey, not that, like, yeah, there's people who are in the same situation that I'm in, but there's a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah.
And if they saw me here, what would they think?
Yeah.
Right, having really no idea, you know, when you're in 6th grade, you know, I didn't know who, my friends that I was talking to, they probably, I'm sure they wouldn't have cared, right?
Sure.
Right,
Yeah.
but in my mind, right, I guess, I don't know if what it was, I mean, you know, anyways, this thought would creep in, and I mean, up to when I was, 10th grade, like 11th grade, I mean, fully understanding, not fully mature. You're not fully mature at 16.
Yeah.
But a lot more mature than 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
And still having these same thoughts of, like, if I rode the bus to school and kids saw where I was getting dropped off, like, what would they think? And like that mattered to me.
Yeah.
Because I knew, right? I knew that this situation I'm in, everyone's not, and it almost put some shame on me for whatever reason. And you know, I would just, oh man, I would just tell that kid that he's, man, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not as emotional as Mike or Alex Coons. Love you guys.
Got 'em.
If either one of you are watching. But I am an emotional person. But you know, just thinking about this, it just brings back a lot. And I want to put this out front. I would not go back and change anything.
Yeah.
Right, with how, from start to beginning, with how I got here. Wouldn't change anything with the cards I was dealt, because it's given me such an understanding. Not that I understand everyone's walk and season, but it's given me such an understanding of things that some people will never go through, and that's awesome. Like my kid, like Houston, my son, he will never have that understanding because he's not going to go through that. Right? I'm going to put him in a spot that I wasn't in, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Like, I'm proud to be able to do that. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to do that. But at the same time, I have this understanding, so I want to, even in what you asked earlier, like, I want to do what I can and all that I can, and I'm man enough to say I haven't done that yet. I want to use that as a tool that the Lord has given me, that I've been through that, to be able to help and listen and walk through these seasons with this 6th grader, 7th grader, 11th grader, 12th grader, right? Which is why I'm so passionate about the youth, and I'm so grateful that we are blessed with awesome youth pastors, with Pastor Riley and Maddie. We're so blessed, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to serve under their leadership and to serve the youth at this church, but not just this church, in this community. And here recently, the Lord has just placed such a fire, like a new fire. I've always been passionate about youth and young kids of all different walks and backgrounds. But for this question, with talking to my younger self, specifically kids who are in that situation. And like I said, with having that understanding, I just want to use that as a tool that the Lord has now given me and shifted my mentality and understanding to be able to walk with them through this season and maybe help them understand and help guide them and help direct them. And maybe even help give them opportunities, right, that I was given, right? That someone was willing to sacrifice their time, right, for me, to give me an opportunity. Not just their time. Their time was me knowing what I know now, the most important, right? The biggest sacrifice we could give, right, our time. But not just time, their money, time away from their wife or their kids, right, for me. And now I would love to be able to do that. And going back to the question, because I know I got off of it and I'm good at getting on tangents, but I would want to tell that kid, hey, you know, you're not alone. There's no reason to feel any shame or any guilt, right? And what you're going through now, right? All of this, none of this is, it's all temporary, right? It's temporary, the season you're in. And what the Lord is going to do through this is so beautiful, and it will be so worth it. and just take advantage of the time you have.
Yeah.
Looking back, I feel like my grandmother's a huge, huge part of my life. Like I said, she raised me. I love my mom, but my grandmother raised me for the most part. And I have a great relationship with my mom, and I love her. But just with my grandmother raising me, it's just in a totally different way.
Yeah.
And she passed away a few years back, and I just, it's just so cliche, and I feel like cliche to say, but I wish I would have just taken advantage of the time I had, right?
Yeah.
Like I wish I would have answered more calls. I wish I would have called more. I wish I would have taken the opportunity more to swing by or to stop in or to do that. So, to put it short, after all of that, I would say, hey, hang in there.
Yeah.
The Lord's with you, right?
Yeah.
He's right there with you.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the time you have, right? Because all of this is short, but all that you're going through now is leading you to places that you would never imagine, and opportunities that you had no idea existed, right? Opportunities to be the first person in your family to own a home.
Yeah.
Like,
Pretty awesome.
yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Right, and only through the Lord, right? Only through the Lord. You're not going to have to live in government assistance apartments. You're not going to be moving every 4 months when you can't pay the bills. You're not going to have to worry about getting kicked out, right, or moving. Just all these different things.
Yeah.
Because you're going to own that house. Like, you're going to own a house, and it's going to be yours. You can do whatever you want if the HOA approves.
Yeah.
And oftentimes they
that's
don't.
a big if.
Oftentimes they don't. Oh, it was a rude awakening the first week we were in our, because you never read through the HOA paperwork and what you're signing up to agree to.
Just sign it.
Yeah, you just sign it. But when I got a picture in my email saying your trash can needs to be not visible, so put it either in your garage or behind your fence that I didn't have at the time, so it went into the garage.
Yeah.
But what a blessing it is to have the HOA breathing down my neck.
That's amazing.
Oh.
All right, last one, dude.
How much do you have? Because I got to match it.
I got a little bit, dude.
Okay, I do too.
You're good.
Is this appropriate, or should have people done more? How much did Randall do? I'm just kidding. Okay. Christian's crazy. I can't
Christian
match him.
covered it.
Yeah,
absolutely
he's
covered
insane.
it.
I can't do it.
Front and back.
So the last dab.
And then I died.
I think I remember. So I think the last episode you released was Joe and Aubrey. I think was that the first time you said some sort of Scoville units on this, right?
That is the first
and it's crazy, right?
time I figured out
like
what
the
this was.
estimate or whatever it is.
The estimate is 2.5 to 3 million.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I sent you the other day with the I'm in danger? the chuckles, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Here we go.
But this is 10.
Cheers.
We've made it. We made it to a bite of 10.
This is it.
Lord willing, without taking a drink. It's a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not good.
Yeah, it's already not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And it really hasn't even hit yet.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bill. You are one of the most joyful people that I know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does.
Well, I mean it honestly. This is a two-part question. Is that something that comes naturally to you, or is it something that you work on, like that you actively have to like choose joy? And then the second part is, what would you say to someone who struggles with the idea of joy?
Of like joy or being joyful.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first part, was it something that comes naturally? This hasn't really even hit yet. It's
No.
getting pretty bad, so I may have to stop.
Yeah.
But right now, while I can go, I sing it yesterday. You saying that, when I think of joy, I think of my wife. And I think she's helped me a lot in this area.
Okay.
And I think I have always been pretty joyful.
Yeah.
And just energetic and excited about things. But I feel like she's helped me a lot. She's just so awesome and amazing.
She's
I love her.
wonderful, yeah.
She's just the best. If you ask me, she's the best. If you ask someone else, she's the best. Hands down the best. But I feel like a majority of the time, joy and just being happy and energetic does come naturally.
Okay.
Outside of early in the morning. I'm not a big morning guy.
Yeah.
Having a 4-month-old. Oh, there it is, a little more.
Yep.
Maybe I'm crazy, and I know this one's gonna get crazier, But I feel like this one hit so much quicker and faster and harder than this one has yet. I'm not saying this one isn't going to get there, but I did put a decent amount of this one. But
I think we were
there it is.
conservative enough on this one. To
yeah, I definitely did more of this, a lot more of this one than that one. So maybe, but anyways, a majority of the time I feel like it does come naturally. Like I said, besides the mornings, and that's been a work with the Lord and with my wife because she sees me every morning, right? It's a big transition going from waking up by yourself every morning to waking up right with your wife, and now you have someone and a newborn that. And especially the newborn. But he's not asking me, why are you not happy? Why are you not? But oftentimes it does come naturally, I feel like. But with that being said, there's definitely days and times and seasons where it's definitely harder. And where it can be easy to put on joy for a moment or for a couple of hours, right? And then all of a sudden it's not so, you're not so happy or joyful anymore because you're faced with the reality of everything that's sitting right at home when you go back in the door, right? And I say that meaning not, man, I hate going home because my wife, but now when I go home now there's thoughts and it's peace. So I'm thinking about this and this and this. But I will say for the most part, I don't know if it's, I know it is just only by the Lord, but oftentimes joy does come easy, but there's definitely moments and times and seasons, and even the last season for anyone who knows me and my wife as you do, the season that we walked through, that joy definitely didn't come easy. And a lot of days there wasn't a ton of joy, right? Or there maybe wasn't, not the immediate thought wasn't that there's a lot to be joyful about, or a lot to be happy about. But man, God just gives you such a supernatural ability. Not that it makes it easier, and not that it makes it any less painful or any easier to walk through. What does make it easier to walk through? Absolutely. We would have never been able to walk through anything that we've walked through without the Lord. No way. Absolutely not. We wouldn't be here. There's no way we would, just nothing. There's no way any of this with the season we walked through. But not that it necessarily takes away the pain. Right? Because the pain is there. The tribulation's there. The trials are there. But man, the Lord has such a natural ability to give you a peace in the middle of all of it. A peace that you don't understand, a peace that you can't explain. A peace that even when you don't know you're feeling the peace, that you're feeling the peace. Sure. Right? And if you would have asked me, like before going through everything, and now being on the other side of it, like I would have thought that it would have been, not that it wasn't the absolute hardest thing that we've ever had to go through, but even with that being said, I would have thought that it would have been 10,000 times harder, right? Just because like the Lord really does give you such a supernatural just understanding and peace in the middle of all of it. But I say that really to say, thankfully, I feel like I am blessed most of the time that joy does come naturally. In most times, in most moments, in most seasons. I know that it's just from Him. And in the times to where it doesn't come as naturally, like you just mentioned, maybe if it's just for someone who naturally feels like they're not as just joyful and bubbly or whatever it may be, or someone who is going through a tough season or time, and maybe that's why. Or someone maybe who's been hurt, or so many different scenarios and seasons that we as humans walk through, that we're able, or that we do walk through, that, like you said, joy is just not easy. And my heart to that person, as someone who maybe has not been exactly in their shoes, but has been through a very tough season and a very hard time, here recently, and obviously still working through all of this, is that the Lord is there. And I'm going to look here now. I'm going to preach for a second. But for anyone, that the Lord is there, the Lord is listening, the Lord loves you. The Lord loves you so much more than any of the hurt, any of the pain, any of what you're walking through, right? Anything that's been done or will be done or whatever it may be. The Lord is bigger, right, than that season, than that pain, than that trauma, than that whatever it may be, right? You can fill in the blank, right? There's so many different things that us as humans we walk through. And the Lord is bigger than that, right? He's greater than that. He is right there. And there's purpose, right? There's purpose behind this pain, whether we can see it or not, right? And oftentimes I feel like for me that was the hard part of understanding, right, that if I'm going to be on this walk with the Lord, and if I'm going to say I'm a Christian, then I have to understand He's God and I'm not. And what I mean by that is, it's His will and not mine, simply. And it's as easy as that. Now, not that it's easy to live that out, but it's His will, not mine. It's His timeline, not mine. It's His doing, not mine. So in that, whatever has happened, like I said, not that it makes it easier, but knowing that in the midst of all of this, He is, like we've gone back to time and time, He is weaving and making and just every stroke in there is painting such a beautiful picture that a story that only He can write. And the breakthrough, the answer, the whatever it may be, fill in the blank, that the joy, right, that comes in the morning, that morning may not be 24 hours from now, right? That morning may not be the physical morning. That morning might come 12 months from now. It might come 12 years from now, right? It's the hard part is we don't know, and we're not promised that. But what we are promised, right, is He will be here with us through it if we allow Him to be there. And I feel like that's another hard thing is with someone who maybe is struggling with joy because of, let's say, because of a circumstance or a situation, maybe you don't want Him there. Like maybe you're like, God, right now, I don't want You here. And me and my wife were there, right? We were, not that we were like, God, we're no longer Christians, but and not even in like a mean way, but almost in a way of like, God, we so don't understand what's going on, and it's almost like we are so just maybe let down or heartbroken can be the word, that it's like, how can I get back to the point to giving this to You, Lord? And that's a tough place to be. And it was more so, that was more so my wife than me, because like we mentioned earlier, she had the feeling, the bond, the everything. Not that I wasn't emotionally there and attached, but for the woman, it's such a different way with the baby. And even, I mean, physically in your body, like you feel everything, like there's just on a different level. So it was definitely harder for her than me, but you know, if you're at that point to where it's like, God, I don't know how to approach You, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Can I even do? You can. You can, no matter how hard it is, right? No matter how, whatever it may be, right? You have to continually invite God back into this season, back into this moment, back into this life. And through Him, right? Let Him work how He does to where you can get to the point where you're able to choose joy again. And it may not be day one, it may not be hour 24, right? It may be 2 or 3 or 5 years. But He paints such a beautiful picture. And to sum everything up, just a quick tidbit and story, because I don't even know if I've shared this necessarily with you, but with our son Houston, after everything that happened with me and my wife, right, then we lost our baby at 34 weeks. She gave birth, stillbirth, right. Moving forward, that was in November of 2024. Mother's Day of 2025 rolls around and she has a miscarriage. It was super early on in the pregnancy, but right, that doesn't make it any easier. Because at this point you're like, well, now there's 2 pregnancies that have started and have failed. Now it's like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my body? Why can't I do this? God, You've given us such a desire to have a family, to have kids, to want to be a mom and a dad. Why would You give me this desire and not give me the ability to have a baby, right? Is that's kind of all the thoughts. So we had, after all of this had happened, and we had come to the terms with like, this is what's happening, right? This is we've had a miscarriage, and on Mother's Day, right? But anyways, right? If nothing else, on Mother's Day, right? To make matters better. Anytime, obviously, it's hard. But anyways, so that happens. And then we're like, I don't know what we need, but we need a break. I don't know what we need, but we need to stop. We need to slow down.
Yeah.
We need to get tested, figure all this out. Like we, W-E, right, pronoun, I, you, we have to figure this out. And in order to do that, we need to take at least 2 to 3 years and not have a kid. Like that's what we have to do. And we weren't going to have a kid. We weren't planning on having a kid. We took our hands off of this. And I still have no idea. Dating back from, as you can tell, we did have a kid. Spoiler alert, right? We have a kid. He's almost 4 months. Not to bury the lead or whatever, but we weren't trying to get pregnant.
Yeah.
No. Obviously, I know how it happened, but not exactly sure, because dating back to when my wife, based on the due date, when she would have gotten pregnant, it would have been during Forward Conference of last year. So anyone who goes to this church may know, but if you don't, Forward Conference is the conference for our youth, and we were not sleeping in the same bed. I was with the boys. My wife was with the girls.
Yeah.
We weren't sleeping together, right? For this 4-day weekend, right? Thursday through a Sunday. That's when she would have gotten pregnant. Oh, and I've made it through all this without crying. So I'm going to try not to cry. But I visibly remember Forward Conference being so hard because we knew, right, we'd already told Pastor Matt and Tracy, hey, we need a break. And we have to step away from being youth pastors of this church. And that was so hard because for me, as a kid from this area, from Fayetteville, who grew up riding the church van to this exact youth group, who sat in these exact seats, not this nice of a building, but who sat in these seats, the Lord gave me the opportunity, of all people, anyone He could have chosen, He gave me the opportunity to lead this youth group. Just a kid from Fayetteville, Tennessee. Like any other kid, rode the church bus to youth every Wednesday. And He gave me an opportunity to lead this ministry in this community at my home church. And we had to step away from that. We knew we had to. We knew we needed to. We knew we weren't in a place to continue to be able to serve the Lord in this community and these youth like they deserved and needed. So going into Forward Conference, we knew that. So it was tough. And of course, everything had just happened, and you're hearing all of these amazing testimonies and amazing stories and scriptures and sermons and teachings and preachings, and you're having all these amazing worship sets, and the Lord is tangibly there. And a part of you is just disconnected. But it's so hard. Like you're crying every service, and you're so heartbroken, and my wife's so heartbroken, and just, I remember all these things, right, and all these feelings. But little did we know, right? Little did we know that, that the Lord is so good, right? That my wife would get pregnant. The pregnancy would begin. The pregnancy will begin at this Forward Conference, at this youth conference. We would find out right in July, and the due date would be Easter Monday. The Lord is just so good. Like only He can paint a picture so beautiful. Easter Monday for the due date of our miracle. Now He wanted to come 3 weeks early, so He did. So He wasn't born on Easter Monday. But throughout all of this, and the journey of after learning she was pregnant, and the journey to getting to where we're at now, it was very hard, harder for her than me most times because of all that she'd been through, but to choose joy. It's hard to choose joy. It was hard to wake up and feel super excited. It was easy to choose anxiousness every time we went to an appointment. It was easy to choose doubt. It was easy to choose unbelief. It was easy to become partners with a lot of the lies that the enemy had put in our minds of how this pregnancy was going to end, because why wouldn't it, right? The first two had, right? But it's so beautiful when we took our hands off of it, and the Lord the Lord said, but I am God, right? And I control all of this. And he knew the desires of our heart.
Yeah.
And he knew what we had walked through. And we took our hands off of it. And he painted such a beautiful picture. Like I said, not that it was easy to choose joy at all these appointments and all of these things. And there was trials and there was tribulations, right? And, we made it to everything with Houston was looking perfect, every appointment. But all of a sudden, 23, 24 weeks in, like, hey, you have chronic hypertension to my wife, right? Like your blood pressure's been not super high, not like severe, but a mild high blood pressure. So then there's just more doubt, and there's just more chances to doubt, right? And more chances to partner with these lies. But Houston was born 3 weeks early at 8 pounds and 14 ounces. He's not 4 months yet.
That's a big boy.
He's not even 4. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He's not 4 months yet, and he's almost out of 6-month clothes.
Oh my gosh.
And we're pretty sure he's pushing 16 pounds. Last time we were at a 2-month appointment, he was the 90th percentile. So he is bounds and leaps above every average baby, and only God.
Yeah.
So for any person that's, for whatever reason, that feels like they can't choose joy, whether it's because of something that's happened or just because they feel, hey, that's how I am, like that's me. I'm just naturally someone who can't choose joy. I would say to challenge yourself, because it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to be challenging me, right? Like not what I want, but Lord, what you want. And Lord, we know you want us to be joyful, you want us to be happy. Not that it's easy, but to take my hands off of it, as hard as that can be a lot of times as humans, at least for me, I like to be in control.
Same, yep.
But to take my hands off of it and say, God, this is yours, regardless of how hard it is to trust you with this, or how, maybe even how easy, whatever it is. But in this season, in every season, I'm gonna give this to you, and it's a challenge, but Lord, you take this and you help me be joyful.
Yeah.
In the good times, in the bad times, when I have the blessing, when I don't. When I'm in the season of waiting, when I'm in the season of the trials, and when I'm in the valleys, when I'm on the mountaintops. Like only you, Lord, can give me the true joy, right? The joy that does come, right? But before the blessings come, you can give me the joy. Before what I feel like I want or what I feel like I need or any of the desires of my heart, Lord, you can give me the joy before any of that happens. He can just like we've said, supernaturally give you the joy if you allow it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we did it, man.
We did it.
You did it.
I mean, honestly, I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
I guess we hovered so long on these three that I actually feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
I
am absolutely going to hammer this vanilla milkshake, not because I need it.
Yeah.
Let me put that out there.
Yeah.
But because I want it.
It's there.
Because I deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've earned it.
You earned it.
I feel like
for
I've
sure.
earned it.
Yeah. All right, dude.
Thank you, sir.
Great job.
Appreciate
It's
it.
fun.
Oh.
Get this thing out of here.
That's.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you. Love you.
Rock family, we love you. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Peace.